Welcome everyone to the Break Knyte podcast. I am Craven Knight, the overachiever in the world of creativity, and I am here to give you all of me in content form, whether it's spandex, wood, or foam fabrication. With me, as per usual, is the man. He can only introduce himself the way he does. Tell these people who you are.
I am the man with the master plan and one of the heads of Amberland Studios. My name is Sean the Man Iredale, also known as Sean the Man Slade, who will also be doing commentary later, actually.
Yep.
For
We're going to do another...
MAW.
I always have to look at the poster. Where is it? I don't see it. No. M-A-W.
M-A-W. Maw.
M-A-W. M-A-W.
Maw. Maw. So this is an interesting endeavor for us because we did their last show as just kind of like a practice run, and they're not using it on their main website or anything. They said they might post it as alternate content, but we just posted it just cause. Yeah. So
we're just gonna pretend we're part of a different country. We speak perfect English and have more energy than probably the other commentators. Nothing against them.
We're the POC commentary. And then let's go to our people of color commentary desk.
Yeah, we are literally the color commentary desk.
We are the color commentary. That's so bad.
Oh,
okay,
man.
I love it. All right.
Oh, yeah. We're the table that they break through, but we're more than happy to let them break through our table. Just don't break my laptop.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I have to tell them to wait for the spot in order for us to pull all the art and laptops from the table, and then they could go, all right, now take the power bomb. Yep. Yeah, so that shit's great.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We'll talk a little bit more about that later when we get into wrestling. But no, we've been away. We've both been kind of sick. I know me, like I've been sick like 2 weeks straight, and kind of dying of different types of illnesses. Because when I get sick, I get sick.
Yeah, you do.
Which is sucks.
Weird. You must have that creamy soft center, hard exterior. Yeah, creamy soft center.
Like I can fight it all I want. I've pretty much been doing pretty well with staying away from being sick, with everyone around me getting sick. So if anything, I probably have been carrying it, but like not full on getting sick. I never experienced symptoms, but eventually it started hitting me. It's just weird how sicknesses work. How like two people in the house can be sick and one person can stay healthy, and then it completely flips on itself.
It's a mess.
Yeah, it's weird. But no, just I haven't been able to record much. My voice has been gone from doing prime time. I lost my voice screaming, but I was already having some throat issues, and then I made my throat swollen throughout that match, and then I couldn't breathe throughout the match. Yeah. So it's like, man, I've been busting my ass for like, I knew I was going to be wrestling here for almost 2 months, busting my ass doing cardio shit, preparing myself. I'm in probably like really good shape cardio-wise, and then I get there and I can't breathe because I'm sick. Courtesy of the man himself, Michael Earl Pam, recording the entire thing, I get to see myself huffing and puffing and dying while doing literally like 3 things in a match that involved 3 people. It's like, oh yeah, I want to just post a video of me just doing stuff, but I don't do that much. So I'm gonna post a video of all the other guys doing shit and me just taking shit.
You know. I didn't know if it was because of your cardio conditioning or, that you're a machine, or that apparently you were dying from respiratory problems because it's like you took a move, you took a bump, and then the guy that did it to you had to, like, you got up first. Yeah. And then I think it was Danny, right?
Yeah, it was Danny.
Danny had to get up, like, right away to get you.
because
you were like...
Because as soon as I was on the ground... If I was below knee level, I could not breathe. And I told them afterwards, and I was like, guys, I could not breathe throughout that match because there's barely any air going through my throat. Like, I just couldn't allow any air, to pass through. So, like, as soon as I took something, the only time I felt a little bit better when I was upright and, like, on top, because I have anxiety, on top of not being able to breathe, I am literally having an anxiety attack over the fact that I can't breathe. And this is not the first time this has happened during a match, where it's like I've overworked myself so much, and it's only really has happened at primetime because in that specific area where the ring is, it is really hot. It's like a humid type of hot, where it's like you're just breathing hot air, and it's very weird, and I think it's the lighting, and it's really tough to breathe in that setting. On top of like my throat being completely clogged and shit. So every time I took something, I hopped right back up to try and breathe.
Yeah,
as soon as like Darren hit me with the belt and I rolled out, it was like finally, because I knew that was the end. As soon as I got hit with the belt, that was the end. I rolled right out. He's like coming after me, and I rolled right out just so I can be upright on the outside of the ring.
Yeah, the reason why I'm making fun of you especially is because
it's hilarious.
It's pretty funny, but it's even funnier to me because like I just, when you told me about it, I just envision that part in Total Recall where the dome breaks and they start tumbling down the mountain in the Mars atmosphere, and their eyes are like their heads are like bulging and like their tongues are sticking out. Man, that's what happened to Craven every time.
Yeah, it was insane. But yeah, and then after that, my throat's been swollen for like a good week, and where I have a day job involves talking on the phone throughout the day, so it was been very tough. I think I called in sick for 2 days, which has probably allowed me, or at least has put me in a place where it's like I've called in probably about like 6. I know on there is 4 times, but because of weather reasons, like natural disaster reasons, 2 call-ins didn't count. I hope.
Damn,
I think
already.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
but yeah, I've called in a lot.
It doesn't matter. Who cares if he likes his job or not?
No,
all right.
No, that doesn't matter. But like, I've called in a lot, and it's like, so I couldn't go to work and all this shit. But like on top of that, also have a cold that I'm trying to get over and stuff like that. So it's been really tough to really do much and all that.
I feel it. Well, you're still heavy at work, so what you got? I know you just did a pair of trunks for the Hot Shot, right?
I did some trunks, I did some covers, some knee pad covers, did a few things. A lot of experimenting because I made an investment because I happen to have some money in my savings, which has allowed my savings just to be like my business fund. And I just had a few extra bucks in there, putting certain percentages from commissions and from paychecks and all that. And it's like, okay, I got about like $300 in here. It cost about this much to get a vinyl cutter, so I invested in a vinyl cutter. And
ladies and gentlemen out in TV land, completely ignore the fact that my guy has no money in his savings that he just openly admitted to the world.
Yeah.
No, I got $300 in here. Fuck my future. I'm gonna do a vinyl cutter.
No, like I'm terrible. All my life, I've been terrible at saving money.
It's all right. We won't talk about the money he's stashing under his mattress.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, like I got a vinyl cutter. I did my research for like 2 weeks. Trying to, because we talked about it like vaguely, not on the podcast, but just kind of casually, just talked about looking into heat pressing and vinyl printing and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, it's not vinyl printing. There are some vinyl printers out there, but like there are usually just vinyl cutters that cuts the vinyl into the shape and that you need and all that. So I did my research. I got a silhouette cameo and have been experimenting with that and doing certain stuff where you can make stickers and decals for cars or for cups and all that stuff, which I have that type of material to do that with. But then I got the other type of vinyl that is better for clothing and all that. And right now I'm wearing my Break Knyte Creative t-shirt that I experimented.
Looks dope. I would love to have one day. Continue.
Yeah, I did buy a pack of like dry blend Gildan shirts from Gildan. Yeah, apparently it's a good qualally brand for shirts.
Oh yeah, Gildan. Okay,
yeah.
Right.
And there's different varieties of types of shirts. So I got a couple, and that's what. Actually, this one is actually one I got from Walmart. This actually is a Gildan, but it's more of 100% cotton, which I'm not a fan of 100% cotton, but it was more for experimental reasons. But I got some shirts I'm gonna mess around with and put your Amberlance stuff on there and just mess around with the layering, all that. It's just a lot of screwing around and all that. But I also got a heat press too, a 15 inch by 15 inch heat press to experiment, or at least do all my work on and press some stuff on, so it's legit. And it's been really fun. Thing is like it's literally like having oven on that's more exposed, and I've really had to alter my workspace because it's not something I want to leave in the garage. I want it to be accessible and right there. So how big my desk is. So I put it all the way at the left side of my desk. I had to get a table from the garage to put my vinyl cutter on because like my setup is like very weird. So now I have way more shit in there than that space should really allow. But I was able to make it work. So I've done some gear for Hot Shot Denny Duggan. I haven't posted it yet, but I will. And using that. And it came out really good. I feel like some cases, some people will press and then they will stitch around the edges. But looking at the type of vinyl that I use, which is meant for stretching and durability and all that, it doesn't seem necessary. It looks very printed. It looks really good and legit, and I like it. So I'll probably just kind of leave it alone because it doesn't look like it's gonna go anywhere.
Man, okay.
So I dig it. That and some knee pad covers I did for somebody, and then some other trunks I did for someone with his own logo, which right now I'm also currently working on a entrance jacket for him, which I was doing, which is like a entrance jacket that's meant to go from the shoulder all the way down to his calf. So it's like I'm using a lot of actual. So now all this is mainly stitch work. So it's like, so I can't really do. It's not a lot of detail on it. It's really just
it's just a big ass jacket.
It's just a big ass jacket with like some edging that has some like white and blue and all that.
Okay, cool.
So that's where most of the effort's gonna lie is that. Okay. So there's no really pressing. He wants to put some shoulder pad things on there that flap over with his logo on there. So that's probably the only point I do pressing, but I can save that for the end. And so far so good. Like it's just a lot of material, and because I can't use my garage because it's freezing, I don't have to use my desk to do this big giant jacket, and it's kind of tough because I already have so much stuff on my desk, so that's where it gets kind of tough. My garage is a mess, so like, until it's at least 50 degrees out, I can't do anything in the garage. Nope. But that's about it for me. What do you got going on?
Well, let's see. I did your little promo picture character art thing that we've been selling at Primetime Wrestling, which will now be Steel Domain.
Steel Domain, yeah.
It's some subsidiary.
It's a very much WWE buying out WCW situation, and it's in every literal sense of that. That's pretty much what the case was from what they explained to me, and even a notice that they released and all that. But that's really what the case is.
So when you wrestled that match, I was tabling there, having a good time. If you guys follow me on Instagram, Sean Slade, or you follow Amberland Studios on Instagram, I've made posts of these endeavors. I will be doing more so today as well as we do the MAW run through. But continuing on, I did the Craven Knight pinup promo. It's a nice little 8.5 by 11 print of his Street Fighter sprite-esque character, and then also his headshot. So that should be available through us here pretty soon.
So my Green Arrow markness with my Green Arrow gear.
It was a lot of fun to do that, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's weird having a bunch
I looked all carved up and everything. Like, it's freaking awesome.
Yeah. I wanted to make him puffy. Yeah. So and also it's kind of weird staring at pictures of your friend in his undies to get his likeness right. I don't know. It's kind of strange.
Well, the contrast with all the characters, everyone has to have their different outfits, and I have to be the one in their underwear.
Yeah, well, you had to be the tight. You had to be the one wearing tights. The funniest part about posting, so when I posted your black outline. Yeah. I was like, new character out, fucking revealed tomorrow. My favorite part was that, oh wow, bald guy, buff, bet it's Craven. Yeah, and then somebody else was like, and then people were hitting me up on Messenger. It's Craven, isn't it? What the fuck?
It's like, who else? Who else? Wow, those all your friends who's bald and
they were like, oh, that sure looks like kick pads. That must be Craven. Like, what the fuck? Like,
just wait.
I was like, man, I shouldn't even did that for you.
Yeah.
It was funny. Everybody knew it, but I think it turned out really well.
It's funny how like enough people were kind of invested enough to just messages. That's Craven.
Yeah, they're like, dude, who the fuck you fooling? Yeah, who the fuck you fooling, dude? That's Craven. Yeah, right. Because we're tandem now, I guess. Also, I did a couple other fighter picks. I did my good friend Renee. I forgot her. Renee. She's recently married. I forget her last name. Maybe shouldn't say it. But my good friend Renee, old boss. She is the best. She's so great. She's such a character. I did her character. That I also posted on Instagrams and all that shit. So please go ahead and give a view. That was a lot of fun. I'm trying to keep the women roster up. But right when I said that, I did another friend of mine. I did my buddy Kevin Callahan from Wrecking Crew Training. Check them out. Give them a follow on Instagram as well. That guy he is a monster. He is a mammoth. And I think Kevin's like 6'6", 290, 295.
That's the one you did with, he has like the kilt?
Yeah, he has the kilt. So this guy is a fucking beard model. He also models kilts. He's
that's awesome.
And he's also a personal trainer. The guy is just all around awesome. Yeah. Really cool cat. Used to play football. He's just really cool guy. Known him for years. Absolutely.
So when he came to the what was it? Samurai Cop.
Yeah.
He wore a kilt, but he wore the Hot Rod shirt.
Roddy
Piper. And so that was pretty much true to himself. Just like, I wear kilts. And if I wear this shirt, it's perfect.
So I tried when I do these characters, I try to capture their essence. Like with Renee, I gave her her little bee, her cat Bee, who can't like meow. She's like, she wheezes. It's super crazy. She always she takes in like these defective kitties. Like it's weird, but I know Bee is awesome. She's really cute, and I was like, I gotta put her with a cat because that's her jam. And then Kevin is the same way. He's like, I'm a powerlifting, ex-football playing, personal training, fucking kilt modeling, beard wearing fucking guy. Like he's a lot of things. Like that's why we get along. It's because we can relate. You know, he listens to metal too, so it's just like everything is weird. So. Needless to say, I was like, okay, I need to capture his essence. So give him a torn muscle shirt, gave him a fucking kilt, gave him some fun. And he's got these crazy, like, mechanical engine-like tattoos going up his legs, which you wouldn't expect because when you see him, you know, in the winter, his legs aren't exposed and he doesn't have any tattoos on his arms. He's just a big guy. Yeah. And then when he works out, I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
So, and then I know he models kilts, threw the kilts on, and then I gave him his favorite combo of the twirled mustache with the beard combo. So I was just like, this is too good not to do. Some people just beg to be characters at that point.
Yeah.
And then after I did those, let's see, I'm working on a Berserk pinup, just rendering. You know, that's my practice spot. So amidst doing stuff for people, I do that. You know, trying to bone up on rendering again. And then I just finished a logo for a family business, some friends of mine, Aaron and Mario Andretta, and they are doing a company called Humble Bumble, and I believe it's an etching. They etch logos and such into stuff. So
that sounds familiar.
Yeah. So there's something else that's very close to their title. But I'm pretty sure Humble Bundle.
Okay.
That's the other, which is a bundle of products. But Humble Bumble is their etching business. So either way, I did a logo for them too. So that was a lot of fun to do. But that's pretty much in the line of creative. I got a lot going on, but I figured I could, we could spend extra time as time moves forward talking about these. And I figured I wanted to go into some movie and media shit. So,
what's going on in the world?
So let's talk. So the Super Bowl happened. Wowee, whatever.
Fuck the Super Bowl. Let's talk about the commercials.
Really, I didn't give a fuck. I was happy for the Vikings. I thought it was their year, and then like we always do, and then they blew it, like we always do. Yeah. And then I was like uninvested. So that shit didn't matter.
I was present in the same vicinity of a television that was showing it, as my sister is a huge football buff and watches it all the time. We always watch the Super Bowl. I was like, as per usual, I was like, who am I fooling? I'm just gonna watch the commercials. I'm curious as what they do with the commercials. The Tide commercials are pretty cute, and obviously the whole here's a new movie that involves Cloverfield, and guess what? Right after Super Bowl is available. And it's like the first trailer for a movie that's getting released literally in an hour. It's fucking nuts. And and what else did I have? They did the little teaser for the Solo, and what other movie stuff? Did it have any other movie stuff much? For the Super Bowl?
Well, not really. Nothing that we ain't seen before.
No.
Really...
They did another Avengers one, but it wasn't really much.
Oh, yeah, it was the 30-second Avengers spot. And then the Cloverfield Paradox got a commercial at the Super Bowl, and they were right after Super Bowl, on Netflix. Everybody was like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Immediately following the Super Bowl, watch this brand new movie about the Cloverfield, and everybody marked out.
That's literally what I just said a second ago.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was dumb. I was.
You said it with more energy, but yeah.
I was really involved in this messenger conversation about a friend of mine who will soon be on Botchamania. Yeah. Anyway, sorry about that, but yeah. Other than that, there was no other movie things that were popping off other than like you said, the Solo thing. Mm-hmm. The Venom teaser was interesting. Now, that wasn't at the Super Bowl, but I wanted to talk about it just because it's a Venom teaser.
Sure.
Now, there's a lot of people that were freaking the fuck out.
Really? Like excited?
No. Upset. There's a lot of people I know who were fucking upset.
It's like, you mean you're not showing us the ending to this movie?
Yeah. So I feel like nowadays people are just really butthurt about...
Well, in a way, I know it's not even just me, and there's like people that I follow that, like on Fat Man on Batman, like Mark Bernardin, who records with him. Even he's had the exact same opinion I did. It was like, this was nothing. It was
absolutely nothing.
It's literally like if you can take the Venom thing out from the end, and it's just an ambiguous movie that has Tom Hardy in it without a mask on.
Yep.
That's all it is.
Good.
You don't know what it is.
I was very happy to see that.
Yeah.
I
think out of a Venom teaser, I would expect just a little bit more, but from it, it's like, it doesn't really get me excited for the movie.
Right.
It's like, it doesn't leave me teased. I don't feel teased from it. I just feel just kind of like,
right.
I don't feel much from it.
Right.
Funny enough, my niece told me that because my niece lives in California, they were filming some of this movie right outside her house.
I absolutely believe that. Because there's random videos of him like doing transformation movements and shit. Like, that shit was wild. I'm sorry I skipped over the Solo teaser thing, but really, I was like, oh! Yeah. Like, to tell you the honest to God truth, I mean... Which
pretty much showed you as much in that teaser as probably people wanted out of the Venom teaser.
yeah, that's true, and that's I was just about to say. To be fair, it got a lot more out of the. It was a legitimate teaser, I felt like the Venom teaser was like, "Look, guys, we're done." Like we're done filming.
Yeah, we're done after all the bullshit.
That and they were like, "You see, you can understand Tom Hardy." Fuck you. You know what I mean? Because everybody's like, oh, he's always wearing a mask. Oh, I can't. He's always mumbling. I can't hear what he's saying.
He's always doing roles like that. Yeah, his face is like his voice is muffled. His face is covered. He doesn't have a lot of
small
dialogue.
Parts. Yeah.
Because like even in Warrior, which is like one of my favorite movies with him in it,
that movie is the shit.
Yeah, it's like he doesn't say a whole lot, but when he does, he has an accent and all this stuff. Not like his actual British accent, but like just from Boston, or I think they're Boston.
Yeah.
But like
he's got a good. I think he's got a pretty good Boston accent.
But then you hear, but in Inception, like you hear him talk more, and he's a lot more of like an intellectual and smart, and like a little bit more of like a snarky character. And
I'm glad you brought that up too, because I watch. That's one of my go-to movies to just pop in if I'm like feeling mindless.
It's long enough to where you don't feel like you have to change to another movie right away.
Yeah, and it's a good one where I could look up and go, I know the lines. I know this. I know the score. It's just that movie just all around gives me some good feels.
But I think because he's done a lot of movies, like if people haven't seen Bronson, they don't really know the extent of like how great of an actor he is.
Yeah, he's awesome. Dude.
But it's like he ends up doing movies that a lot of people just don't really care to see because they're not fucking superhero movies, or they're not just like these huge blockbuster movies.
It's in this day and age, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy. Yeah. I mean, he was the clone of Picard in Star Trek Nemesis, if anybody cares.
Oh yeah. I remember seeing a clip of that. I was not a Star Trek guy, but I remember seeing a clip of that.
I saw that movie in the theater. I was like, wow, this sucks. Anyway.
But yeah.
So yeah,
Solo. Yeah, Solo. Like I saw it and I was like, okay. And then I saw the actual trailer. It was like, this looks like a fun movie. It looks like a fun Star Wars movie. It looks a little bit different, which is good. My only gripe is that the guy just doesn't make me think of Han Solo.
Yeah.
Like it just seems like some kid, and I've even heard about like the issues where it's like he's not really a great actor, so we're doing our best to work with him and all that stuff.
So it's funny because in the movie Hail Caesar, he's in the movie Hail Caesar,
okay,
and he plays an actor who is essentially typecasted as like this horseback cowboy hero.
Okay.
And then they wanted to put him in this heavily acted main role. And there's this hilarious, one of the better parts of the movie where Ralph Fiennes is in the movie, and he is like lord of acting. Like I think he's the director of this film or the show that he is about to be a part of. So he's trying to teach him how to act on spot. Here's the irony.
Yeah.
So this guy, the guy that's playing Solo, this actor, doesn't know. He's got a heavy Southern accent.
Yeah.
And he's trying to teach him how to be, dashing and have all this etiquette. And, Ralph Fiennes is like, I need you to go, what did it were so simple? What did it were so simple? He goes, what did it were? And this goes on for 15 fucking minutes. Like, Ralph Fiennes, like, grilling him to be a better actor.
Yeah.
So when I hear shit like that, I'm like, are y'all just, like, fucking with me? Like, that he needs an acting coach? Because that shit sounds kind of stupid.
Yeah.
And it's hard to... You got to take this shit with a grain of salt because there were tons, especially if you're on, like, Reddit and fucking 4chan, which is a terrible place for humans.
Yeah.
There were a ton of rumors and a ton of people coming out saying... that Wonder Woman was going to be the worst. Patty Jenkins didn't know how to do shit. People wanted to quit. They don't know what the plot of the movie was. All this shit. And then when it came together, everybody shit their pants. Did I think it was the second coming of cinema? No. But was it fun? Was it decent? Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah. So, eat a dick? It was definitely not, we're walking off set. Like, no. Now DC's trying to change their vibe to get to that level.
It's like the same bullshit that you hear about, like, with wrestling rumors and all this shit. Like, the whole, Dave Meltzer and all this saying... whatever nonsense, which I only hear because of RBR podcast I listen to, say like Dave Meltzer said this and it's not true because this and it, saying that like because he said, oh, Ronda's gonna be at the Rumble, so she's gonna win it and blah blah blah, like that's it, set in stone, and then that's not what happens. She just like Ronda won the event of the Rumble, but she didn't win the Royal Rumble. Yeah. That's pretty much what it is. But no, that's
watch out, radioactive man. just the WrestleMania signs impending doom.
God, which we haven't got a chance to talk about the Rumble. We can later a little bit because that whole thing pissed me off.
Oh, so we didn't.
We haven't really recorded in a while.
Oh yeah, I forgot we didn't talk about the Rumble
because the last thing we did was the commentary, and then before that was probably a couple weeks.
So this was the next step in being introduced into the squad, the friends, amongst the squad,
doing the raffle and stuff. So we can talk about that later when we get into wrestling wrap up and all that,
for sure.
But yeah,
so we saw you and I both watched the Cloverfield Paradox.
Yes.
What did you think?
I enjoyed it.
Right. Okay.
So I thought like getting into it, and really it was kind of like spontaneous. Because my girlfriend was like, let's just watch a movie. I was like, okay, let's watch a movie. And I'm searching through, and it's like, oh, Cloverfield Paradox, want to watch that? I didn't think she'd like it, blah, blah, blah. And I put it on, so we watch it.
So before you continue, did you watch any of the other films? Like,
I love the Cloverfield.
I like Cloverfield, and I definitely like 10 Cloverfield Lane. I thought that shit was sick.
Yes.
Like, I thought it was great.
So, and I love... Because like when I saw the trailer for this, or the teaser for the Super Bowl and whatever, I was like, I love how there's 3 movies that involve this story, but they're completely different movies,
and that they're all different style of film.
Yes, completely different.
The second one was like a fucking like thriller. Just trying to escape.
Yeah.
And then, the first one was a found footage kaiju.
Which I was
kaiju survival film.
Which I was so into the found footage thing. I love that movie to death because like there's so much suspense with like being in that first person view.
Yeah.
And then like when they're in the subway,
literally not knowing what's behind you.
Yeah, like I love that because
pretty cool.
It's very hard to like to hide from what's going to happen, and then it it builds. Like story wise, it's like that's storytelling to a T, like how they do that.
And then the third film,
to where like it ends to literally you eyeballing the fucking monster, and then it eats you right off the bat. Where it's like it's building to where like all this shit is going on, and then more shit is going on, and then you're seeing there's like these little monsters, but you can't see them, and then like you keep seeing that there's this big giant monster like Godzilla, then you slowly seeing it more and more and more until eventually you see it literally eat you. That's fucking awesome. So
fucked.
I love that first movie. I remember seeing it in theaters. The second one I dug, but I learned so much. I don't know if you heard this, that like this was a movie called like Bunker or something.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so this movie was made before the idea of it being a Cloverfield movie was a thing.
Okay.
So 10 Cloverfield Lane, it's very hard to really count it because it's not a Cloverfield movie until J.J. Abrams. It's just a J.J. Abrams production because part of the Bad Robot Productions or whatever. Robot. So, this movie was already made, and then they did reshoots to add all that stuff at the end that has the alien monster elements to it, which I have my gripes with because I really feel like this, and I was telling Erica this too, my girlfriend, that the way this movie should have ended should have been this girl dying. She should have died. Because sure. Like of all this stuff that she was going through, she got saved. She was like trying to survive this one thing and blah blah blah. And like I get the whole like either it could have been left ambiguous or she should have died. So just like the other movies.
I think the ambiguous ending would have been the best.
Yeah, because the whole thing that like this one fucking girl that's been kept in this bunker was able to save herself from John Goodman. Yeah, whatever. You people don't care, but like, she was able to break free, be able to be smart enough to like break free and all this stuff. But she was lucky enough to kill a giant monster that should have just been able to eat her right off the bat. Well, like I find trouble in that
and believing that. I think it was just an I think it was a smart play personally because at least you showed that these monsters have a mortality. Because if each movie were to end with these things never fucking losing, it's like, okay, now, so we're just gonna lose again at the end? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. So, I mean, just giving a glimmer of hope is a smart play, I think.
Yeah.
But now knowing that the movie was done and then doing the reshoots to make it what it was,
it makes it. And it's a loose sequel, is what it was called. It was like it's a loose sequel because that monster is not the same monster.
No,
it's not. A different monster. Yeah. But then this movie, Paradox, right off the bat, tells you exactly what you need to know, and it's complete pseudoscience. Covering up writing and all that stuff. It's like it's blatantly obvious, but if you're into the movies, you're kind of in. But then the whole entire movie just kind of it does exactly what it was intending to do. Is like it makes you ask all these questions right off the bat.
Yeah.
And so I was frustrated with questions. I was like, what's happening?
And then it leaves you with a bunch.
Yeah.
But it's weird because something like Prometheus, that they wanted to give you a bunch of questions, like the point was to be a mystery, but really it just left me in raw frustration.
Yeah.
I didn't get that out of this film.
Yeah.
I think a big part of it is because it didn't have a lot resting on its shoulders like Prometheus does. And the end game with all the Aliens films. Whereas this, you don't know the end game at all.
Yeah.
You're just trying to figure out why the fuck this stuff has been happening.
Mm-hmm.
And the universes the multiverse was a really interesting topic, I thought.
Yeah.
So I would have given the movie probably like a 6.5 or a 7.
Mm-hmm.
And for a Netflix film, I was very pleased with it, to tell you the honest to God.
Yeah.
Not saying Netflix makes bad films.
It's closer to a 10 just because the convenience of it being on Netflix, it being told to us literally like a minute before it got put on there.
I think, honestly, the best part about it was the marketing. For me, because, saw the bowl commercials, saw part of the bowl, and they were like immediately following the Super Bowl, and I was like, okay. So, right, because I liked the 2 Cloverfield films already. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, and why the fuck wouldn't I watch it if you told me not to watch it right after Super Bowl? Yeah. Especially because there's a lot of people in this state who doesn't give a fuck about the Super Bowl, even though it's happening here. Yeah. You know? So, needless to say, bam. You know, I was like, yeah, sign me up.
Yeah.
And plus, I was off Sundays anyway, so, you know, it just works.
For sure. So, yeah, I dug the movie. It left me asking all these questions in the beginning, and as the movie started going on, I slowly just kind of stopped caring.
Exactly.
So, because it just left me kind of, like... It left me lingering just a little bit too long. Mm-hmm. And, like, I was kind of asking these questions and trying to answer them myself, and then, like, the whole multi-dimensional stuff. And it's fairly new, so we shouldn't spoil it in a way. Like, this is one we shouldn't spoil. Yeah. The ones that are, like, years old, like, go fuck yourself, you should have saw it if you care. But, like, so I don't want to spoil the ending, but, like, you know, I'll say this. Even though it shouldn't have caught me off, because you have the stuff that's happening in space, you have the stuff that's happening on Earth, and the stuff with, like, you know, the main woman's husband and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. It's just like, what the fuck is going on? It's like hinting at, like, another perspective of what happened in the first movie. Mm-hmm. So it's like, forget the second movie, forget the first movie. You think of the second movie only in the context of, like, multi-dimensions. Yes. So the second movie, it leaves you to believe, oh, it's another dimension. Is it like it's it's weird.
I mean, you guys have to see it, so if you do watch it,
but like I can say the last 30 seconds of this movie was like, oh shit, nice,
yeah. I was like,
So we'll say that much about it. But I did dig it. Like, if I had to give it a score, I'd probably give it about like a 7.5, if anything. Just because it left me lingering and left me ended up not caring, but like it had that usual suspense. You just kind of wanted to see certain things that you didn't necessarily get. So
true.
But it did a pretty okay job of just kind of like, okay, this is what happened. This is why these things happen.
It's a sci-fi horror film, you know, and we got one in 2018, and I was like, oh shit, you know, I'm pretty excited when that shit happens. So, moving on, I'd like to talk about fucking toys,
because we don't want to grow up. Because we're Toys R Us kids, even though those fuckers are closing down.
I don't think Maplewoods is though.
Yeah. I don't know the details. I just see like what the posse says is like, oh, I guess these aren't closed. I don't really go out of my way to Toys R Us much anymore.
Right.
I just like, oh, you guys are looking for a tracer from Overwatch for whatever at GameStop and having all this drama. Love you guys to death, but I'll just order it on Amazon.
Well, when I see shit, you know, I like to be a buddy, and when I see shit, I'll post it.
Yeah.
You know, I think being a part of the Toy Posse is...
Yeah, I'll do that too, and I'll think about it, and it's like, oh yeah, I'll post this stuff, like, if it's worth it, but I don't tend to go out of my way as much as, like, everyone else does on there. It's like, I kind of wonder, like, do I even belong here?
Well, the cool part is if, I mean, like, I wouldn't have got this.
If it wasn't for that.
Yeah, so for the ladies and gentlemen listening, I got a Storm Collectibles Toys R Us green and gold exclusive M. Bison figure that I wanted, that I wouldn't have ordered off of eBay for the $80 that they want for it. I got this motherfucker for $60 off of the Toy Posse group that I am a part of here in Minnesota. Shout out to the Minnesota Toy Posse. You join the group if you're down for everybody to help everybody get figures they've always wanted, because that's exactly why the posse exists.
It's interesting how like the back shows him in the red, and it's the they just didn't change it.
No, I mean, whenever it's variant figures, they don't change the box usually, unless it's I love these fucking figure.
Toys,
dude. They're so good. For example, like his. How about a M. Bison Storm Collectibles review, everyone? Anyway, so for example, his hat is rubber, and his hands are rubber.
Yeah.
So the hat comes off easy, attaches easy, and it stays snug. Mm-hmm. And the hands are like this another soft like rubber build, so that when taking them off, you don't damage anything, and putting them on is easy. That's nice. All their hands are like this for this line. So like when Ryu has the Hadouken fits between his fingers because the hand is rubber, so it articulates to the effect. Nice. Same way with Bison. He even has translucent partial translucent hands. So the bottom is like a see-through purple for the psycho power that he can hold, and the other end is painted skin tone. So they went out of their way to do that too. Alternate faces, and like the skirt is soft goods, and he comes with two. So he has one that's relaxed, and then he has one that's flared out. So if you want to detach it and put that on, and it's flared out, you know, you can do dynamic poses. The stands are really good too. They come with their own. Yeah. And a lot of times nowadays, these stands kind of suck, but theirs are nice and sturdy and come with their own bases. And for the price point, these things retail at like $70, depending on the size of the one that you get. Like Zangief, I think, is like $90 because he's so big. Yeah. But either way, like that Toy Posse hooked it up. And because he was getting rid of this one, and because he had the red one, he wanted the red one. And I just wanted the green one. I got the red one as a present, and then I told my buddy who got it for me, he's like, hey, I want the green one. I want to get the green one, too. He's like, all right, dude, bro. So I got the green one, and it's the shit. Because ever since I was a kid, when I did play Bison, the green and gold just spoke to me. Yeah. It was money.
I also love because I got to play a little bit, and I keep thinking, like, I really got to get Dragon Ball FighterZ. Yeah, but it's like, number one, I'm not going to spend the time to play it, so I'm not going to spend the money for it. Mostly so it's like, I can either invest in my company or I can invest in playing getting a video game I'm most likely not going to play.
Well, it's hard, man, because in this day and age right now, there's a shitload of games that I like in terms of style and art direction that I want to play so bad. And also, God of War is coming out. Yeah, I want to play that fucking game so bad, but I know I'm not going to end up playing that game. Yeah. I want Monster Hunter World really bad. Yeah. Mind you, I also heard that that is the fastest selling Capcom game in history, in its history already. It's like sold 7 million copies or some shit off the bat. Like, Monster Hunter is really awesome. I've watched people play it, and the customization and the way the game's mechanics work is just genius. Yeah.
But the little bit I got to play Dragon Ball FighterZ, I like that you can just change the colors just like you did in Street Fighter.
In any other game.
Yeah, it's like I just make them all like green or blue or whatever, like my entire team all matching colors.
Yeah,
like
it's fucking super awesome. And then those Bandai Dragon Ball figures that are at retail, like the retail Dragon Ball figures that are coming out. Yeah. GameStop has the exclusives for the Super Saiyan Goku and the Super Saiyan Vegeta that are black and red. Yeah. Which are the second color in that game.
Which I'm not even a fan of those figures.
I'm not either. Yeah. But I'm just saying, like,
it's cool if like people like those figures.
That's an awesome
great.
Idea, though.
Which is it's a shame how like Goku and like, because I would if they looked almost like at least like close to as good as like the SH ones. I would totally be invested, but like
there's a reason why the price is different on these figures.
But it's funny because like you have Beerus and then you have Frieza who look
good,
who look really good.
I said the same thing. I was like, ooh, Beerus and Frieza look good. Yeah. And then I looked at Goku and Vegeta. I was like
they look very flat faced.
Yeah. So I mean, you get what you get half the time. But I just thought it was cool that even the variant colors in the game made it to the toys. Yeah. So enough about that. Shout out to the posse once again.
Which I gotta utilize because I do have some stuff that I can probably get rid of. That I keep thinking that like I need to dig through. I have like a couple of bins that have toys in them that like. I've been trying. I wanted to sell this a while ago, and I have these old stuff that people will probably like, and I feel like I can sell in the posse, but I don't go in the garage unless I'm using spray adhesive for commissions and stuff. Right. But like, yeah, I don't dig through that stuff. I need to remember to do that.
I just sold my Play Arts Venom through the posse, and I'm just like pick up only. Yeah. And dude showed up. Picked it up. Yeah, guys are chopped it up.
That's really how it should be. If like you want something, you have to go pick it up. Yeah, I'm not expecting I don't get like how people on Craigslist is like, oh yeah, come to my house with it and I'll pay you whatever.
Yeah. I'm just immobile, so I'm like, yo, just come pick it up. Right. I don't want to meet up at 3 different places just for this shit. No. So that I like the posse. Continuing, I'm glad you brought up figure arts as well, because. I feel like Figure Arts lately has been lazy as fuck with their Dragon Ball license and their Street Fighter license. Like, don't get me wrong. I think the figure sculpts, for the most part, are fine. Well, for some of them. But they've stopped they stopped with paint apps.
Okay.
Like, they stopped, like, doing dry brushing for damn near everything. They stopped doing shading for damn near everything. So all the figures now start to look hella basic. Now, the articulation's there, the sculpt's there, but the paint is, like, not there. And it's really bothering me. So, I think that's especially obvious. I like these SH Figure Arts Street Fighter figures. Shout outs to Street Fighter again. They've done a Ryu, they've done a Cammy, they've done Chun-Li, and now they announced their Ken, and the Ken looks like an idiot. It's like Street Fighter 2 Ken, and man, I'm sorry, they just look so stupid. I don't like, they just look like kids in pajamas. It's just, there's no style. Yeah. It's all flat. Chun-Li's face looks like a line and two big anime eyes, that's it. Same thing with Cammy. They sculpted her legs very well, but her face looks like shit. And then, I was just like, comparatively speaking to the Storm collectibles, dude, like, get out of here. I'll just take my Storm any day of the week. I just wanted to get that complaint out. Now, I collect Play Arts Kai. There's a lot of people that have hatred because they're out of scale with a lot of other figures, because they're big, but they're not
huge.
Yeah,
but they're gorgeous.
But they're not 1/6 scale. And people are just like, bleh, bleh, bleh. But really, I mean, they're expensive. I get that. Some of them are too damn expensive. But when the paint is right and the accessories are right and the style is right, I will buy that shit. Mm-hmm. Fuck scale. That shit looks good. I want it. It's a posable statue. Speaking of which, they announced their Play Art Cyclops. And I am stoked! Because he looks so awesome. Mm-hmm. I thought the Wolverine looked pretty good, except for the claws and his wrist joints. It looks absolutely ridiculous. But the Cyclops looks mighty tasty. He has a really good face accessory. He has a blast effect. He has a relaxed face accessory. The design of the costume I'm in love with. I think it's absolutely excellent. There's homages to stuff. It's also strong anime, but it's not super overwhelming like some of the other X-Men designs. I don't think he is as over-designed as Wolverine is, for example. Like, I don't know. The figure looks fucking fantastic. I love it. I almost would have designed it like that if I could have. So, yeah. I plan to actually add that one to my collection.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Yeah. It's
check out the Wolverine, see what you're talking about. But yeah, it does look like way overdone.
Yeah, he's
design-wise,
he's out of the park crazy. Yeah. But I still like it. I just the ball joints and the wrist make his wrist look really flimsy. And then I was waiting on the Wolverine because I wanted to see if they were going to make an X-Force version, which they did for Deadpool. Mm-hmm. I'm not a big Deadpool mark, though the films are great. And when I was young, I loved Deadpool. But now, I slapstick Deadpool, I'm not a super huge fan of. He's hilarious, though. But yeah, moving on, premium collectible-wise, I'm moving on to the announcement of the Hot Toys Black Panther. Now, the reason I bring this up is because this Black Panther figure looks really good. 6 scale is great. The detail is great. I personally like the Civil War uniform of Black Panther more. I like that design a lot more. Mm-hmm. But this motherfucker is the shit because he has LEDs built in. Yeah. And now they run through the piping of the suit, which, if you've seen the trailer, crazy. Runs through the suit at what seems to be probably the end of the film. Mm-hmm. So it just looks really awesome. So I think that motherfucker is going to get bought real quick by a lot of people. So yeah. And then also Mezco announced their release of the Black Panther figure in the 1/12 scale. And usually when you run 1/12 with toys, they look like kids in pajamas. But if you can get the costuming and the stitching and all that shit right, man, it's worth it. So looking at that, I was really skeptical when I heard it was out, and then I looked at the photos, and I was like, oh shit, I am impressed.
Have you seen the Play Arts Black Panther?
I do not like that thing.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
The mask is, it's another, because things can be over-designed, and some things can be like have charm to the over design. Mm-hmm. So like a lot of the play arts, like I have almost all of that first set of DC play arts figures, and there's a lot of over designing going on, but a lot of it has charm to it. Some of them are extremely ridiculous, but like the Aquaman is really good. Like I thought the designing on that motherfucker was perfect. The colors, the shading, everything. But something about the Black Panther mask, it's like there's too much going on. Like it's not, the mouth isn't smooth. There's like a bunch of lines and sections. Same thing with the suit. There's a bunch of lines and sections. And the symmetry of the suit and the way your eyes are drawn to it, it's not aesthetically pleasing to me. Not nearly as much. But I like the style of the Cyclops, hence why I want it. But yeah, that concludes my toy review section. I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff. I still have the Storm Collectibles Alex on pre-order. I will be posing that one like crazy because that's my main, and I think he should be coming out either late this month or mid next month. Yeah. So we got that.
Like for me, like I don't have a whole lot to say for toys as much as I would love to talk about toys more because I just been so caught up.
Well, that's my job.
My stuff. Yeah.
That's Sean's job because I have too many and I have to talk that shit.
Oh, there's no such thing as too many.
Yeah, my man.
You have just enough.
Just enough. So we should probably fast forward to the wrestling wrap up. Yep. We haven't talked or had a
all
cast.
You marks and all you yarders.
So we haven't talked or had a cast since the Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
This year, which was an experience. I had, nonetheless, win, lose, or draw. Really, the Royal Rumble was a lot of fun this year.
It was, yeah.
It was a lot of fun. So we had 2 Rumbles this year. We had the Women's Rumble and we had the Men's Rumble.
We didn't realize until halfway through the Men's Rumble that we have another Rumble we got to do a raffle for.
So we so we do a pot every year for the Royal Rumble. My friends, we all get together here in my house and we do a little pot for the Royal Rumble. Everybody chips in X amount of dollars and then we draw numbers between ourselves for our entrance and then we find out who wins.
Yeah.
I won 2 years in a row. Both Rumbles sucking.
I thought I was because my pick to win before I even came here, I was like, I think Balor is going to take it. And then I happened to get a number 2, which Balor came out as number 2, and I was like, that is my golden boy. That's I'm fucking winning it. I have to win it. And then the final 4 was Balor, your guy Shinsuke, and what was it? It was Cena and
was it Roman or Roman?
It
was Roman, right?
It was Roman. It was Roman and Cena in the final 4, wasn't it? Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, because Orton was gone because they had the final 6.
And there was that big standoff between him and Cena and shit. Yeah.
But yeah, I was like, fuck, I almost fucking had it, and I never win anything. But it was.
I never win.
Yeah, but it was a lot of fun. It's fun to just kind of see what numbers you have and then who comes out, and you're just like, oh, okay, it's Heath Slater. Rip in the garbage.
Yeah. Holy shit, that's part of the joy. Man, but the Heath Slater segment was so good.
Yes, it was. It should have went on. It should have went on a little longer.
Yeah, I agree.
It should have what it should have happened, because even Edge and Christian even talked about how that whole thing with Heath Slater should went a little longer. I'm thinking back on it, and I'm thinking that should have went on so long to the point that Heath Slater just came up into the ring at the point of the 6-man standoff.
Yeah, that's what I think.
And then they just eliminated him.
The new generation versus the old.
Yeah.
And then what should have happened is he should have gotten the ring, and then everybody hit their finish on him.
Yeah.
So he should have took 6 finishes and got shit canned. Then he would have got a huge "He's Got Kids" chant.
Yeah.
I don't know. So I'm a big fan of Ty Dillinger. I like his work, and I think he's a natural face that the company needs. But they keep burying him for some reason. It's really strange.
Yeah.
So in the Rumble, Kevin Owens and fucking Sami Zayn beat him up before
because apparently that's how Rumbles work.
Before he comes out at 10, and then Sami Zayn just takes his spot. Like, what the fuck?
Like, if that's the case, like, why isn't everybody just like beating up everybody?
And I know this has happened in the past, but it is such horse shit. Like, it is so bad.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god, that made me mad because he was one of my picks.
Yeah.
Like, not personal picks, but an actual number drawn pick, too. So I was like, man, where the fuck is my dude? Like, y'all fucked me over.
Yeah.
But either way, I wanted Avery.
Yeah, no, it was fun. We got to see Rey Mysterio come out, which was a huge surprise.
Oh, by the way, did you hear about that?
No, there was more?
Okay, so... we'll talk about it at the Rumble. So, Rey Mysterio came out, and we were like, oh, wow, Rey Mysterio. But the real pop happened when he came out jacked, wearing tights.
Yeah.
And his gear was the shit.
Yeah.
We popped that was the hardest we popped, I think.
I was like, oh, shit, it's Rey Mysterio. Holy shit.
He was skinny. Gear.
It's like he looks like fucking Rey Mysterio from the mid-90s.
Yeah, he does. Dude, it was sick, right?
Yeah.
So we were super stoked. He did well in the Rumble, too. He didn't look like garbage. Yeah. Like, I was pretty excited. But then, also moving forward, yesterday, Rey Mysterio cut a promo saying he is challenging Jushin Thunder Liger to a rematch from Starrcade 97 at the upcoming New Japan Pro Wrestling show on this side.
Okay.
On stateside in Florida. So Rey Mysterio's wrestling in New Japan, essentially, but it's for the US show against fucking Liger, who he had a match at Starrcade, which was awesome. So I was like, yeah! So I get to see him in sweet-ass gear again!
But he's been wrestling consistently, just nothing really out there that...
Yeah, like, he's still been wrestling in the Booyaka 619 shirt and 619 pants, but now he's just like, oh, shit. Like,
it's like, I'll just wear tights again.
That was
maybe I'll bring back the fucking Phantom.
Must be nice. Oh, dude, that would be sick. Yeah. Oh, do me a favor and look up Rey Mysterio Starrcade 97. Let's see what he's wearing, because Mysterio loves to do like call-outs and homages to things. So maybe he'd wear an updated version of what he wore then.
Yeah,
because I'm curious. Wonder when the Spider-Man one was. That one was sweet.
It was, I think it was this one. So it's like half white, half black with some red.
Oh, yeah. Sweet. That was the one that was in Revenge, I think. Or one of the costumes that was in WCW Revenge. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But going back, the Royal Rumble was a lot of fucking fun, man.
Yeah.
The Royal Rumble was a lot of fun.
The women's Rumble happened. It was actually pretty good.
It was pretty good. There was some cringe-worthy moments, though.
Yeah.
Lita almost killing herself on her moonsault because she always almost does that. It's like she goes head down first and then gets over. Yeah. So her nose
she needs to tap the mat with her forehead
before she flips.
Rotates.
And it's just like, I'm not ready for full Scorpion, dude. Like that's terrifying. And then the Vicky Guerrero angle was interesting.
Yeah. It's like she was never a performer. Like, sure, she's had a couple of matches that she was involved with, but like to be in the Rumble was just like, okay.
And then I like Carmella right now. Like, I like her gimmick and she's grown to her character, but there was that point in the match where she like couldn't get a move done, and it just looked like shit, so she just ended up booting Ruby Riott in the face out of frustration, who wasn't even involved in the spot. Like, you're just like, wait, what the fuck? Like, but all in all, it was still awesome, and there's no reason why they shouldn't keep doing them. Also, Trish being the GOAT again.
Yeah.
Trish looking fucking smooth in there for some reason.
Yeah. She looked good. And
Michelle McCool looking... looking like Michelle McCool.
She doesn't look much different.
No.
Well, she had a great showing because of, who her husband is. But
exactly. And then who's the other white girl that it was right when they were trying to sign girls that looked natural and fitness models and less like porn star.
Tori Wilson?
No. She was the like on ECW. Kelly, yeah. God damn, she couldn't wrestle.
But she's
holy
in the Rumble.
She's in the Rumble.
But the thing is,
God
like,
damn, she can't wrestle still.
Thing is, WWE doesn't have as many women as much as they do men. Where it's like you have to like not use some of your roster to include legends and nostalgia entrants. Where like for the women's like okay, we have to call people outside of the company to be a part of this because we do not have 30 women.
Yeah. We don't have 30 women, so if there's anybody who wants to, spots open.
Yeah.
Tryouts. If
they didn't have like the Raw 25 where they showed you literally every woman that happened to be a quote unquote surprise entrant in the Women's Royal Rumble, then a lot of those would have been a surprise. But it's like, oh, we just saw you a couple weeks ago, or last week or whatever. Like where they honored all of you for being women that were in part of the Attitude Era or whatever. But yeah. But I thought it was good. The part that frustrated me the most, and I have nothing against Ronda Rousey.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know why the fuck that happened. Yeah. Okay. So the Ronda thing.
Yeah, the Ronda thing. So like we all kind of it's been rumored that Ronda was gonna be part of the Rumble. She was gonna be in it. She was gonna be there, or whatever the case. And then they play the music like whatever. And she comes out to that. I guess she comes out to that for the UFC fights or whatever.
Sure.
Probably, I don't know. And she came out and it was Piper's son who provided the jacket for her, which is why she was wearing that jacket.
Oh.
People are wondering like, why is she wearing that big ass jacket? It's like because it's fucking Piper's jacket.
But it's still really stupid.
Yeah, it did not look great because she kept having to adjust it because it's fucking huge. But I understand why you would want to, but just whatever. But
she had no idea what she was doing.
Yeah, but she came out and just because Asuka won the Rumble, great. Asuka won. She's undefeated. No one's ready for her.
It turns out so we had two Japanese people win the Rumble.
Yeah, and she's standing in there with the two champions and forget that a Rumble ever fucking happened because Ronda Rousey.
Oh yeah, what's the point of fucking Rumble? Ronda fucking Rousey came out.
A lot of the women of WWE I would totally believe and even stated their quote unquote opinions on Twitter because like they were pissed that it's the first women's Royal Rumble. They're being honored just as much as the guys and all that stuff. That's great, but Ronda Rousey's part of WWE, so that has to overshadow everything else.
Yeah.
Nothing against her. This has everything to do with the company just kind of making Ronda Rousey so important on top of what something else that was so important that she was more important.
And from what I understood, this isn't like a part-time deal. Like she signed on for a fucking deal.
Yeah, she's coming on to be full-time to wrestle like all the time and all that stuff, which would be great. Awesome. Like, but like if you're gonna do this whole thing, maybe you should have. Maybe the Rumble wasn't the place to introduce her.
Well, I know that it's obvious that they're going for the 4 horsewomen and then the 4 fucking MMA women of the, you know what I mean? Like, they're trying to send the MMA, like, because of Shayna Baszler's push.
Yeah.
And then they're trying to push, and then clearly Ronda. So, they're going to run this MMA shtick with these broads.
Mm-hmm. Like Sonya Deville, too.
And Sonya Deville. Assuming she would be a part of it.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I think that's what they're going for. I'm just really curious, like, what the fuck are they going to do? And if it all depends on how good Ronda ends up. Really. I think Shayna's really taken to it. Like, I think she's getting better every day. Her facials aren't great and her promos aren't great. But I think like for somebody who doesn't wrestle, she's picking up on it.
Like she's great at being like she comes off as like a high school bully.
Yeah.
And she's great at it because I look at her and I'm just like I fucking hate this bitch.
Yeah.
But like, she's good in the ring and all that stuff. So she's doing really good because even I don't like her. But in the ring though, she's pretty solid. But it's like when she talks, she just makes me think of a 15-year-old boy.
Yeah, I mean because it's she's definitely a tomboy. I mean, at one point she was a ranked.
And UFC. It has nothing to do.
A ranked UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that locker room and everybody she talks to and engages with?
Yeah.
I mean, it's only men that are training.
But it's like her. But it's not just that. It's her voice. She sounds like a boy.
Yeah. She does.
It's not even just that. Like she comes off very like tomboyish and all that stuff. She does. But like it's just her voice. It doesn't sound. I don't know. It just.
It doesn't have character yet either.
It's lacking something, and it's really hard to get behind her as like a heel. Like, she's trying. All credit to her for trying and all that stuff. But it's like when she talks, I'm just like, oh god. Yeah, she just comes off as a kid.
That's a cringeworthy.
It's like you hear like your younger brother is like 12 years old and trying to be a complete asshole to you, antagonizing you while you're playing Street Fighter. It's like that's what it comes off as. It's like it's annoying.
Yeah. Well, I mean, either way, it's working for.
Yeah, I guess.
Moving on to 205 Live.
Yeah.
There was all that shit about Enzo Amore being, over this sexual allegation thing.
Yeah.
So they just decided to let him go because he kept the secret. He kept it secret.
Because apparently this is something that's been going on since like September. And he probably just saw it as like, I'm innocent, so whatever. But like he definitely didn't want to bring it up because like pretty much this.
Yeah.
But because he kept it. But and I really don't know the details. This is all like hearsay bullshit. But like it could very much be the case. But him just keeping it to himself and then them finding out about it and him getting, being WWE Cruiserweight Champion and being Enzo Amore and being like a huge draw and making money for the company, of course, is going to get attention for certain people who have been in contact with him. It's like, oh my god, like he touched my hand, so he raped me. It's like that can pretty much be the anybody. I mean,
well, there's tons of allegations on this bitch too because she, don't get me wrong, Enzo Amore comes off like he's a piece of shit, so he might just be.
Yeah.
But. There's videos of this chick saying that she faked a pregnancy on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I guess she's just like one of these forward ratchets that nobody really
like one of those girls is like,
serious.
Oh, join my private Snapchat and pay this much money. It's like she's one of those
just
people.
Like, nah, just just ick.
But that's whatever. But the real news is that 205 Live is going through a little bit of a change-up.
Is being great again.
Yeah.
So 205 Live introduced the new GM, which was formerly Rockstar Spud in TNA. Impact. Global Force. TNA, Global Force, Impact.
Other places that are not WWE.
Whatever. Either way, he was a great character. He's a very tiny man, but he can talk.
He has a voice. Thing is, like, I never heard. I've heard of Rockstar Spud. I've heard the name. I've never actually seen him, so I never knew what he actually looked like. And he came out, I was like, oh, this guy's tiny and very small person, but like he has a lot of energy to him that like you're drawn to him because of like his energy and his voice. And
it was a smart move.
Yeah,
I think it was a smart move to make him a commish. He came in like a ball of fire, basically no selling the whole Enzo Amore thing and just saying, all right, so I'm here to make 205 Live exactly what you want. For the wrestlers, wrestling.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, all right, so we need a new title, or we need a new person for the fucking title, right? Everybody's like, yeah, all right, cool. So we're going to do a tournament. Yay. Just like that. Simple and easy. Yep. So, decides to announce a fucking tournament. And the tournament is starting off really well because
so far we've had 4 amazing matches.
4 amazing matches. Like the matches are just really good,
and it's kind of great that we don't really know who's all involved in this.
Yeah,
like there's no bracket, so we don't know who's in it until we see them announce who's going to do it next week or whatever the case. So it's a nice surprise that like, holy shit, it's going to be like Ricochet is all of a sudden a part of this tournament and all that shit. Like whatever. Which is not the case, but it could be.
It could be.
But
you don't know.
But yeah, especially if they're doing all these, amazing matches with these small guys that are totally capable. Because that's what was hurting 205 is that like you're limiting them by making them just characters and having them do headlocks and wrestle like big guys.
Yep.
Where and occasionally doing their their flips and all that stuff that make them stand out as cruiserweights. But then again, it's like you have AJ Styles, you have Sami Zayn, even freaking Kevin Owens who can do all this crazy shit on the main roster. Mm-hmm. And that was like the big difference. That was the big contrast with like WCW when they had their cruiserweights. Like you had Hulk Hogan, you had Big Show, you had all these big guys who couldn't do those things. Mm-hmm. So that's what made the cruiserweights shine. Where like nowadays it's like the fucking guy who has the WWE championship could do a lot of these things way better than a guy who has the cruiserweight title.
Yeah.
Like, it's, or used to have it. So yeah, it's so now that they're letting them do all the creative stuff and let them have like lengthy matches is really good for them to actually let them do what they were there originally to do. Like, go back to the roots of the Cruiserweight Classic. I didn't watch the Cruiserweight Classic, but I started to watch them. I actually started watching it a little bit backwards. And I started watching some matches. It's like, wow, it's really kind of sparked, like, I want to fucking wrestle because this is fucking good.
Those dudes can fucking go.
Yeah.
And that's what you want to see on Cruiserweights. I mean, it's why during WCW they were, attractions. Mm-hmm. It's like, watch the Cruiserweights wrestle because this is how wrestling works.
Yeah.
That's why, they had Mike Tenay calling hold for hold because Tenay was the play-by-play for the Cruiserweight guys and the import guys. So, I don't know. I just thought that was really smart.
Yeah.
I don't think the gimmicks is what's killing 205 Live. Mm-hmm. I still think it's the positioning on the show.
Yeah.
Because
if you could have amazing matches with a good story with, character, it's great. But
the crowd makes everything for the E. And the E the E's audience is trained to react to the person and the finishers. So the signatures, the finishers, the person, they react to those. Mm-hmm. That audience is not trained for chain wrestling. The audience is not trained for daredevil like craziness, that isn't on a big scale. So when these guys risk their lives, they don't get much out of it at the end of a SmackDown.
Yeah.
But if you were to put those guys, if 205 Live was the second part of TNA or the second hour or third hour of Raw, you'd be good. Mm-hmm. That's what I think.
You mean NXT? You said TNA.
I mean NXT. Yeah. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, because I definitely feel like 205 really belongs in a more intimate setting. I definitely could understand them being on the bigger stage. That's great for them to be on that big stage, to travel with everyone else and have that and be in front of those bigger crowds. But a lot of these crowds aren't really fully appreciating what these guys are capable of.
That's why I think doing it the organic NXT way is the best way, where you start small and then you widen out. Mm-hmm. Right? Because NXT audience was a lot like TNA's original audience in the small studio. Mm-hmm. And then, I don't know why they fucking keep changing where they are in the venue, but whatever. But, they can fit more seats. You start to see more and more different faces. Yeah. You start to see more Bullet Club and shit shirts, which means that guys that are a fan of indie wrestling have caught wind of the product. More and more that crowd grows, it's gonna be wildfire. I think that same crowd can be used for 205 Live and people will shit their pants. Yeah. Because
they were at Full Sail for the Cruiserweight Classic, and those people were into that. And apparently the entire thing, 16 matches, was filmed in one day.
And it was, wow, I didn't know that.
That's what fucking Johnny Gargano said. He said that whole thing was filmed in one day.
That's insane.
I find that hard to believe, but
but then again, it wouldn't surprise me at the same time. The Mae Young Classic is the same way. Same venue, everybody was hot for it. Yeah. Everybody was hot for it. Everybody performs better when a crowd is hot for it. I think you hurt your product more if you put it in front of a giant audience where only a third of them are really into it. Mm-hmm. Because, like I said, by that time, those guys aren't ready. They're wrestled out. Everybody's done. They were there for the pre-show. They were there for SmackDown. Now they're there for the Cruiserweight, and they're just like, okay. Because even I would be tired. I love my favorite bands. I love, but if I see my favorite bands for a 4-hour show or a 5-hour show, I get exhausted. Mm-hmm. Sometimes there can be too much of a good thing. Yeah. And it tires you the fuck out. So I don't actually blame everything on the crowd because I would be tired. Mm-hmm. But I would be hyped by the time those guys showed up because I know what I'm expecting. Yeah. But for the most part, you can't dupe exhaustion. Every city is different. Philly's a wrestling town, so Philly will be up for most of it. But for the most part, man, best of luck. Yeah. But that's my take on 205.
Yeah.
That is my take on 205.
Yeah. I think 205 is great. I've actually watched. I wasn't really watching 205 before. I didn't really feel like I had much of a reason to really care. And but now I've been watching. I like the matches that they've had so far. I'm interested in whatever surprises they have, and it's all gonna culminate at WrestleMania. And so yeah, I'm really excited
which is
for these
awesome.
Guys.
Yeah, culminating. Now here's what I'm worried about though. It's gonna culminate at WrestleMania
In a pre-show, probably,
and that's what fucking sucks.
Yeah.
Because I think it's...
Because that's what it was before. It's like their Cruiserweight Championship was pre-show. Where all the seats weren't even filled yet.
And thank God that, you know, the Austin Aries fucking GOAT fucking Neville match didn't make it to the DVD, which is insane to me.
Yeah.
Because that match was really good.
It's crazy that I didn't make it to
Yeah,
DVD.
it's so crazy. So I'm sad about that. But I hope if I were them, the opener of WrestleMania would be the Cruiserweight title. Yeah. Without question, that would be the opener.
They deserve just make it be the one of the WWE champions.
They deserve that.
Yeah.
It's a title for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
You know, so I don't know.
It deserves to be in like when the seats are filled and the show's is going to start right after where the pyro should be.
Exactly. I mean, they sing the national anthem and then the title match. Mm-hmm. Like, you know, why the fuck not?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, what's a better curtain jerker than a fucking Cruiserweight title match?
You know, and then from there you can go into your comedy match. You know, fuck, like I don't know. Yeah, that's just a
big match, cool down, whatever.
Yeah, why not, dude?
Like you're letting these shows be so fucking long. You shouldn't have to have like a 30-second match where Daniel Bryan gets fucking kicked in the face.
Right. Yeah, I agree.
But yeah, that's pretty much wrestling. Like we're gonna head over to MAW Midwest All Star Wrestling and have some fun doing our commentary and record that. Don't know when I'll be posting that for sure, but like
we'll make sure that we can just upload it soonish.
Yeah, because I'm wondering how I'm gonna do. I'm debating on just kind of stopping recording and then stopping recording, like when they get in the ring and do promos. Because like I just don't want to get, because it's not audible. You're not gonna pick it up. Like you really can only hear us. So I don't see.
We might
all that. So we'll see. But like we're gonna go have some fun doing all that stuff, and we appreciate you guys listening. And that'll be it for tonight. So or today or whatever. So I am Craven Knight. Thank you all. The Break Knyte podcast. Peace, love, and chicken grease. We are done. We are out. Stay creative. Bye.
No. Okay. You know what? Fuck you. Fuck him. Don't listen to him. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the Break Knyte Podcast. I am your co-host, Sean Slade, and you can catch us at MAW Commentary Wrestling on the podcast. We'll be uploading it whenever we can, so stay tuned. Peace, love, and chicken fucking grease.
Yeah, what he said.